Good morning. Happy March 1st. How are you doing? We are 2 months in, right? And how is the weather? You know, I did a video last month on February 1st to do a little check-in to see how you're doing with your New Year's goals or New Year resolutions. I'll have that video linked if you want to check it out and get a little bit more inspiration and a little jump start, but I thought I would come back on March 1st. But I talked about the weather in that video as well. It was crappy, cold, snow on the ground, gloomy skies, gray skies, and it is still the same a month later. So I'm not seeing spring in the air. But anyway, what I'm really here to do is a 2-month check-in to see how you are doing. I know many of you did make that New Year resolution that everyone always does, and whatever it is, I hope you are progressing. If you would like me to pop on the first of every month to just make sure that you are keeping motivated, let me know in the comment section below. Today I'm going to call it Mission March, and I have a mission for you for this month. I know many of you struggle. I know this because you reach out to me. People just can't get the job done. They just seem to fall short, and it really makes us feel like such a failure, and we just have to let that go. We really do. But what I want to encourage you today is I want you to sit back, do a little reflecting, a little assessing. You know, I'm always talking about self-development. And I want you to think about, what does your ideal day look like? If you were to do and accomplish and achieve everything that you set out to do every single day, how do you think your life would improve by that? Because it really is about choices, right? It's not about how we're feeling, because we're going to feel tired. We are going to feel stressed. We are going to feel drained. We are going to feel all of those things, and there's really no reason to try to fight it or change it or make it not happen, because feelings just come and go, and there's really very little we can do about that. But what we do have the capability to do is something about it, right? Because how we feel does not dictate what we do. Self-control really dictates more what we do. So when you're sitting back and pausing and thinking about, what does my ideal day look like? If I could map out and create my ideal day and make all the positive choices that I want to make, what does that ideal day look like? I would like you to pull out a piece of paper or pull up your computer and bring up a document that you can type in. And I would like you to create what it takes to have an ideal day. And as you are making this list, you may recognize some of the things you already do, but maybe you're not doing them consistently. And therefore, because the follow-through is not happening, you're not achieving the ideal day that you would like to. Create your document or write it out on a piece of paper, what your ideal day looks like. And maybe start from the very beginning and work your way down to the very end when you go to bed. Maybe your ideal day would include being asleep by 9 p.m. That would be your ideal day. Sometimes maybe you do it, oftentimes you don't. Everybody's ideal day is going to look different. We are going to have different things on there because we all have different schedules, we all have different goals, we all get distracted by different things. For one person, maybe limiting their time on social media could be in their list of an ideal day. For another person, maybe they never hardly get on social media. That's not really a thought that they even have. So your ideal day is going to be different for everybody. If you struggle taking your vitamins, but some days you do and other days you don't, that would probably be something you would put in there. So put things that you do achieve and put things that you don't achieve. To help you out, I'm going to give you an example of my ideal day. But before we go through the example, I'm going to give you another exercise. Next to every single thing on your list of what an ideal day looks like for you, I want you in red or in another color, put a plus sign on anything that you get done without fail. Day in, day out, this gets done. There's no struggle. That fits perfectly into your ideal day because you achieve it. On other line items, I want you to put a minus sign. We're back to the plus and minuses. I think I had this in my How to Free Yourself from the Impact or Influence of Negative People. I'll put that video down there as well. We're doing a lot of grading lately. But I want you to put a minus sign next to things that would be part of your ideal day, but you just don't get the job done. There's no follow through. There's not even a start half the time to follow through. And then lastly, I just want you to put kind of that in between. Put an NI, needs improvement. That means, you know, I'm getting it done, but I could do better. I need improvement. So you're going to pretty much grade your ideal day. And I will share mine. You can see it here on the computer screen of some of the things that I have listed, like wake up at 4:00 a.m. Sometimes I'm really on. Sometimes I'm not. I feel like lately I need a little improvement on that. I've done really well this week and last week, but I feel like the few weeks, I feel like ever since I got back from Europe, like that whole month I really struggled. Work out with intent, plus sign. I always give it my all. I always give it my all without fail. Devotions and gratitude, unfortunately, have taken a little bit of a back seat for me, and I need to step up that game. It's very important, and I know that I am living so much more well-balanced when I do incorporate that. Drinking my lemon ginger detox, that's just so repetitive. A lot of things for me are habits, which habits turn into routines. And you will see that as we go down the list, you know, I have things like mask if it's scheduled, and I do accomplish that because I may only schedule 1 or 2 face masks a week. So don't put things that you just know you're never going to achieve. Who's going to mask every single day, right? You'll see set out outfit and accessories for the following day. Set out workout clothes for the following day. I do that without fail. It's just easy. It's a habit that has turned into a routine. Many things are, and I will continue to talk more about how we get to that habit status and therefore turn it into a routine where we're pretty much on autopilot, which is pretty much how we all live our life anyway. But some of those things that we do on autopilot don't serve us. And what we want to do is make sure that those things that we do on autopilot are things that serve us and serve our goals. I added a couple down at the bottom just that many of you may need to consider: taking all your vitamins, not getting distracted with social media, or maybe not lose my patience with a certain person or loved ones. Those may be things that need to go on your list of what an ideal day looks like. Again, this is going to be different for everybody, but really my purpose here today is just to encourage you to strive to move that needle forward, to raise that bar in your own life. We all struggle, some days worse than others. You are on this journey with all of us. Nobody really has it any harder or easier than you do. We all have the struggles. And I just want to encourage you to live your best life. And I'm here to help you, to support you and encourage you. And we have a wonderful community of women that are all here together to do the same things. So get your list made, get your list together of what your ideal day looks like. And my last little nudge for you is that throughout the month of March, you live your ideal day every single day without fail. Turn every single one of those minus signs into a plus sign. Maybe a couple of needs improvement. We need to give ourselves a little grace, a little elbow room, right? But when you come back on April 1st and you revise your ideal day, I want to see those grades improve, right? Isn't that what you would tell your kids? If they weren't following through, if they weren't doing really well in a class and they needed a little improvement, you would give them a little nudge, give them a little motivation, give them a little pep talk like I'm doing today, and encourage them to bring those grades up. So I encourage you to do the same. All right, I will see you on April 1st for the next little nudge to get you motivated and keep you going on whatever New Year's resolution you had, past tense. But anyway, I will see you next week back here on YouTube with more good content. All right, comments, suggestions below. Have a great weekend. We'll see you.